revelations of the story. Don't worry, it's a happy game.
Oh yeah, sure. I could tell.
And here when they say to the north, they mean across the ocean to the north.
Yeah, because if I heard correctly, it's just basically a whole bunch of island nations.
An island. I think there's there's a slightly smaller island to the northwest, southwest, and southeast that we do anything on. That weird little strand up on the northeast there, I don't think is involved in anything.
So I will have a whole lot of questions for you at some point.
That's fair. I was going to ask, so what made you give up on Chrono Cross and Final Fantasy II?
Well, I haven't given up on Chrono Cross. But Final Fantasy 2 just I don't know, like the story itself was just I felt like I was trying to just force myself through it. So I just couldn't get into the story, so I couldn't get into the weird gameplay, especially the leveling. As interesting as it was, but it just kind of turned into just hold the A button down and just smash my way through fights. Even fights that I shouldn't be able to just smash my way through, I just smashed my way through. Chrono Cross, I'll get back to at some point. I've just been busy. And then this came out, and I was just like, because I haven't played this before. I just know it existed. Alright, so I have no idea what's going on.
Do you remember Serbia and
No.
Bosnia and all of the terrible things of the 80s and 90s?
Why is my controller not working?
Well.
Why is nothing working?
Oh, I just... Welcome back, cat.
This is awkward. Oh. Oh, I'm no longer streaming. Go me. Okay. Well, we're going to fix that.
Great return to the streaming world.
I know, right? Okay. I figured out because I didn't have it as the active window. So, yeah. Whoops. All right. Is there anything in the options I need to look at that I need to care about?
Not really that I remember. I think auto stock is important if you plan to use items, but I know you're stubborn and won't, so it probably won't matter.
I use items. Why wouldn't I use items?
Well, alright then. Use some items.
Alright, so let's get this out. Alright. New game. Oh, God damn it. No. Stop it. Alright. New game. Alright, so if I remember correctly, it starts with me pulling a bunch of tarot cards.
Yes. Well, and choosing a birthday.
Oh, well, we know what the birthday will be.
January 1st, like everyone on the internet is born on January 1st.
No. Gotta do Pi Day. Always Pi Day, which is day 1 of Shadow Scale. I have no idea what that's going to mean. Do you have my stream up or no?
I do. I see that you are on
okay.
On that.
Yeah, I guess at some point I still gotta figure out where I can put my camera too, which we'll figure that out as soon as I know what I'm doing here. So my question for you is, what relation does this have to whatchamacallit, to was it? Oh my God, Ogre Battle.
Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen. Why,
Yeah.
it is a sequel to it.
Well,
Are you taking
okay.
a selfie?
I'm taking a selfie. Am I not allowed? I gotta have fun here, right?
I mean, my understanding is that is actually not a requirement.
What, having fun? Well, no, when you make me play... Well, I shouldn't say make me, because I'm the one who said I was going to do the Final Fantasy series, which I think at some point... I do want to get back to that, too. I got to skip 2. And I imagine I'm probably not going to have a whole lot of fun with 3, either. All right,
Three's
pulling the
okay.
cards. First thing I pull is the moon. Immortality, thy name is desire. In a fit of passion, you take your friend's lover. What will you do next? Keep the lover for my own? Savor the moment? Put it from my mind. Hold on, I gotta take a picture. There's a reason. Well, let's see. Where's my thing? There we are. We're going to keep the lover for my own. Alright, next card is the world. Past is prelude to now. What is God to you? I mean, an exemplar? Sure. A weapon or an illusion? Well, considering my views, we're going to go with an illusion. The world. The Fool. As a bird takes wing. You are about to embark on a long journey. Whom do you want at your side? My family, my beloved, or my friend? Well, that's going to be my beloved.
I was gonna say, isn't the middle one kind of all three? That's kind of cheating.
Yeah. Let's see. Order is a golden... Does that say a golden shackle? Okay. Of the many
Yes.
evils men do, which is the most damning? Deceiving others, sacrificing others, or stealing from others? See, I feel like a lot of people would pick sacrificing others, but I'm kind of the guy who hates people that lie. So we're going to do deceiving. The Hermit. Have no fear of failure. Yeah, no, that's definitely a fear. The sage will grant you a single piece of wisdom. What would you learn from him? The secret of wealth, the secret of victory, or the secret of winning hearts? Ooh. See, I'm not really much for money or charming, so I guess we'll go with the secret of victory.
And again, feels like that middle choice is cheating and taking all of them.
Oh, I wanted more cards. Whose blessing do you seek? Okay, so now I'm going to have a lot of questions. All right,
Sure.
is it going to explain who all these people are?
Yes. That's
Goddess
Hanela,
of Air?
Goddess of
Okay.
Air. I hope
All
you
right,
didn't
so...
want more than that, because that's all you're getting.
Oh, fudge.
So this is literally your elemental affinity, and, well, not your, Denam's elemental affinity.
Yeah.
And so you should be able to change that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do Goddess of Water.
Because it's got a cute dragon?
Sure.
Okay, because solid enough reason.
Well, that because, my affinity to water in general in life. I mean, I am technically a Pisces.
Right, but you're not Denam.
Technically, for this playthrough, I am.
Nope, I don't believe you get to name him because they have voice acting now.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, but technically I'm playing as him, so technically I am him.
You're more the omnipotent force that just sort of tells his army what to do.
Which path will you walk? The curtain rises. Apparently I'm the fool.
So, did you ever play Knight of Lotus?
I have no idea what that is.
It's the, I want to say, Game Boy Advanced spin-off of let us cling together, which
It's as we heard, Denam. Lancelot's returned.
which if you haven't played, we'll save until later to give you the background on it.
Okay.
Then it's time. Right, sister?
Time to end this madness. We can't beat him, you know that.
Oh, these 1990 graphics.
This
They still look
It's
good.
foolishness to
Even
think
the
that three of
wonky
us
looking
might defeat
horse.
the Dark Knight.
Look, it's charming, okay? I love that horse.
Horses.
They're the ones who have been foolish, and we stand to get.
Don't tell me you're scared.
No, the one Vice rides is
That's
the
enough,
most
Vice.
adorable of the goofy horses.
Let's go.
I love the random crying child.
This is a happy game.
Happy.
This won't end well.
See, look at the birds.
And what do we
Birds
gain
are
by
happy.
taking their lives anyway?
It's kind of interesting in the reflection of the water there.
And you remove one of the pillars supporting them.
Like, it was very blue sky with a lot of clouds and this, like, very puddle-like thing. What the hell was that? Was that a Hellsteed?
Well, yeah,
Or a
that's
goat?
that's the Dark Knight lands Tartar upon his horse. I don't know if they've changed his last name in the recent translations.
Did you say Tartar?
Yes.
Oh, God.
As in Tartaros is what it's supposed to be a reference to. But character limits were a thing.
Chapter 1. There is blood on my hands. How long till it lies on my heart?
Are we Wallister so free of turmoil now? We are less than insects.
If war begins anew, we'll...
Shh. We'll flank them.
Right.
Voice acting's actually not that bad for an opening scene.
For a square project. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't have to read it. Makes it that much better. I look forward to knowing absolutely nothing about how this game works.
Who goes then?
Friends of the Resistance.
The Resistance?
I expected a warmer welcome than this. They're children.
Wait,
You're Lancelot, and that makes you my enemy.
Lancelot is my name, true. How is it that you know me?
How could I forget you? The Dark Knights laid torch to this town only a winter...
The Dark Knights? But we come from the kingdom of New Zenobia to the east.
And Lancelot
You
of
just
the Dark
let me
Knights
know when
has
you
but
have a
one eye.
question.
You...
One eye, you say? Would that he lacked my name.
I mean, the whole opening of this is kind of giving me an idea as to where, you know, these three people stand. The only question I have is, so I know who I am. Who are these other two people? But I'm assuming I will figure that out as as it goes on.
I think when it was originally released, like in the either like instruction manual or whatever, it tells you ahead of time that Cachua is your sister and a priestess of some sort, and Vice is your childhood friend who grew up in an abusive household.
Makes sense. Oh, that sounds like a bunch of guys in armor.
Forgive us, good knight. But...
Ah, tell us your
Vice is my name.
I am Sybil Karsh...
I'm Denam.
already forgotten. Now,
We have just the place.
Hey, it's a guy who flies.
One of the few people to be the best character in more than one game.
As it is, we lack swords and
Vanquish
every place.
Lancelot.
Dark rooms
To battle! All right, so we have at the bottom our initiative order, I'm assuming.
Lothlorien is an
Correct.
order under the direct command.
All right.
They are said to
So
be
what
the
did?
greatest
Okay, once
warriors
battle begins, units
and
with the
the
lowest
high
recovery
priest's
time move
favor
first.
besides.
The order in which units move is called the attack turn. You can
Their
issue
dealings
commands
as
such as move
they
and
are
act
heavier
on units
than
at
these
attack
dark-
turn. All right. To issue a command, place a cursor on the active unit and press A. List of available commands will come up. You cannot issue commands to your units during the attack turn of enemies or other units not under your control. However, you can press Y to interrupt, enabling you to examine units and perform similar tasks. Refer to play guide in the Warren report for more details. Oh, Warren.
There is nothing to forgive.
For one,
All right. So what do we got?
Take
I
a
can
long way
turn.
out of
All right. So,
America.
oh, Jeebus. Oh, Jeebus.
Yeah.
What did I do?
You turned the camera. You didn't used to be able to do this.
Yeah, but how do I turn it? Okay.
Try hitting the
Oh.
same button.
I did, and it wasn't doing anything. Okay, so that's interesting. So you can turn it. So you can basically turn it into a chessboard. That's actually that feels like a really good
A big
quality
quality
of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like imagine if
You go on
Tactics
with
Final Fantasy Tactics had this.
he leads all
Like the amount of times I'm sitting there like rotating the camera, which can we
They plan to
what
execute him.
is there a way to rotate the camera or am I missing
We
that?
mean to stop them.
You could. I think you can only rotate it so much because of the way the sprites and map art were built. Like I don't think those houses actually have a back. So you can only turn it so much.
Okay. So we're gonna do this. We're going to do the thing that he said, which was, flank them. So let's see, what are my actions? So I have a short sword, I can throw a stone, buckler. So okay, so I guess if I wanted to shield bash somebody, if I had the ability to.
Yes, Shield Bash has a higher chance of knockback than regular attacks.
Okay. And then of course facing for
I'm sorry for
things.
not trusting you.
Right.
It's
Oh
true.
no, why'd you
The rest
just
of the
run
group
forward?
are going to
Now,
need
the
help.
traditional opening to Tactics Ogre is that you walk forward and you smack Katua in the back of her head for experience. It doesn't make any difference, but it is how the game should be started.
That seems a little harsh there, but okay.
She
All
knows
right.
what she did.
Oh wait, hold on. Did I just run all the way around the other side of the house just to come running back this way?
That's the other reason, because it looks a little less goofy.
Okay.
A fight there would mean our death. I've seen enough of fighting.
What about you, Denam?
Without your help,
We're the resistance as well.
Then it's settled.
They
Hell
did.
once.
They were back in March of the Black Queen. They were the resistance.
Yeah, like that's why like some of these names I'm like, listen, I was like, wasn't he on my side? Like I feel like I used him in one of my major teams every time I played.
Yes, Lands is the very first knight you get, and Warren is the boss of the first map who becomes your first wizard.
Yeah, and he's the one who provides me with basically my first army.
Correct. Gildus and Mildane are new. I think he's Murden now, though. I think they've changed his translated name.
So wait, does that mean? So wait, I do have questions now. So does that mean that the canon ending in Ogre Battle is you're the bad guy?
No,
You are the only
canon
one
ending
bound
is
to me by blood.
Tristan
I couldn't
marries
bear to let you die.
Ronnie to become the new king and queen of Zenobia, while the opinion leader goes to co-star in A Person of Lordly Caliber, and Lance, Canopus, and Warren are exiled and find their way here.
Forgive me. I know my words will not sway you. Only promise me.
Ah, so who we thought was actually okay.
Vice is really dumb not to have noticed that important
you
fact.
can't coddle him forever.
I know.
He's a little boy.
Good job.
Do not speak to me of my brother.
I have no love.
You would,
You were the one who.
because when I find at least one of
Is that how you?
I only
All right. So my next question is that you may not know the answer. So, how long after Ogre battle does Tactics Ogre come in?
I believe the answer is within a year or two, but I also think it's one of those things where the question is, what source are you looking at?
All right, and these are the two that you said are just kind of random people thrown in here, like they're not from the original. Even though Gildus looks familiar name-wise.
Probably because you've at least seen a lot of stuff from this game before.
So Vice seems a little. That's what I'm looking for. Kind of jumping the gun here. Like, I guess he's a act first, think later kind of guy.
Yes.
Oh, hey, look! I get to pick a thing. How cautious am I?
In at least one of the earlier translations, if you didn't trust Lance, he would tell you that he fights for truth, justice, and the Zenobian way.
Oh, I should have picked that.
I think because they're going for a more serious translation, they probably didn't keep that.
All right, so now that I got a better idea as to where faces are and whatnot, I can move myself down to the bottom corner. All right,
Yeah,
there
I
we
think
go.
I moved me to the top right.
Come, person who we just met, who is claiming to be a person who we wanted to kill.
Yeah, I think Lance has this firmly in hand.
And yeah,
How high does the party ID number go? 100. We can have 100 people join us.
and each battle only has 5. No, I don't know.
I want to say it's 10. And each 2 guests count as 1 person, I think.
Wait, did you say each person counts? Wait, each guest counts as 10?
No. I believe it's you get 10 people, and every 2 guests counts as 1 person in your deployment. So if you've got 2 guests, you get to deploy 9.
Okay. Nah.
Yeah. I wonder if I can do this without screwing up my recruitment or my recording.
I mean, Vice actually has a point here.
Yeah, and look, Lance is like the most reasonable person in the world.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to ask this now. Is that all I'm going to hear from Gildus throughout this entire thing? Is nah, nah, nah.
I don't remember that in the version I played, but maybe it's a new quirk of his.
like I've referenced this game before. One of the Star Oceans, Star Ocean: Last Hope, where one of the characters, after everything she says, she goes "K," and it gets so annoying by midway through the game. It's like the one character in Secret of what was that? Not Secret of Mana. Was it Trials of Mana? With the one with the speech impediment. It was just like, why would you do this to me?
Good question. There's what my Denam stats are. You can compare them later.
I don't even have your stream up, and I just realized that.
Oh, well, that's because it's not a stream. I don't do it
okay.
live. Because what happens when we say something terribly stupid?
We always say something terribly stupid.
True.
Oh, you look like you're a fighting type.
Well, we default to the warrior class to start.
I thought the cards I pulled, though, made a difference in my starting stats.
Yes, but not your starting class.
So, funny side note. So as you sit there and you play, as you play through a game, you start getting the Steam cards and whatnot. So it looks like the first Steam card I got is the God of Water, and I'm kind of curious if that's because I picked the God of Water or if it was drawn by randomness like it normally is supposed to be.
It's drawn by randomness.
Okay, so you're saying that Lands is the one who has the most solid head on his shoulders and is the most what exactly did you say? Like the most logical one in this?
Yeah, he's the Holy Knight Lands, the great paladin of Zenobia, hero of the Resistance.
Yeah, no, like even though Vice is kind of quick tempered and whatnot, he, in my mind, as a person who's part of a resistance group and whatnot, other than the fact he just attacked first and asked questions later, like the fact that he has that lack of trust makes the most sense. Like I don't know why they agreed to take him back to their secret hideout when they're not actually sure who they're talking to. Apparently, I don't even know who Lands is.
So the new Zenobian army is like world famous at this point because they literally stopped an invasion from the Dark Gods. So it's not like it would be like stumbling on George Washington after the Revolutionary War and he was like, "Do you want some help?" The answer is yes, Mr. Washington, very much.
Yeah, but he didn't even recognize who he was as he's trying to smash him in the face. Like, I'm pretty sure if you saw this random group of people, you would know, wing dude, old dude, paladin type dude. You sound like a group of people that we know about. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't have attacked in the first place if that's how famous they were.
You mean
so?
You wouldn't have confused a paladin, two people who are known as White Knights, with the Dark Knights Lothlorien? You wouldn't have confused these two groups somehow?
Yeah, that's why it's like he has it. He has the right heart, where he has that don't trust anybody. But the other two are just like, no, we should trust everybody. We should trust who they say they are, just because they said they are who they are. Let's bring it back to our secret hideout. Don't worry, this isn't going to bite us in the ass later.
Well, and he has two eyes. Don't forget this key fact that Vice forgot.
I mean, everybody has two eyes. Does that mean all of them are technically Lands?
Well,
just
Lance
remember as a
has
side
one
note.
eye. Dark Lance has one eye. It's well known that he lost his eye in a duel.
Right, but as a funny side note, just remember the average human has less than two eyes. So just remember that. Less than two eyes, less than two arms, and less than two legs.
Yes, well, Lance Tartaros, or Tartar, whatever they translate his
Tartar.
last name as, now
Tartar sauce? What?
has only one eye. He began life with two. Only one at this point.
This is the other part that kind of confuses me. It's like they're talking about the two Denam and the sister are like, we don't want to fight anymore. We don't fight anymore. By the way, we're going to flank this guy and we're going to attack him. We know nothing about him, but we're going to attack him. Okay. I don't know. There's just a lot of holes in the beginning of this story. Yes, of course I want your help because now I am a trusting fool.
But look before.
One of the winged, like me, moves with no heed of...
Wait, you have a secret hideout that... I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Even so...
I guess it makes sense to have two entrances. Am I missing something here?
Always keep a close watch on the action to see who will move next. The distance a unit moves, the order in which units act. You can sort units by order of...
When a unit's turn comes round, you can command it to move, act, or use skills. What's more, you can issue these commands in any order. The command to move can be cancelled at any time. If you find a
Units begin battle with no...
But at least I've let you know.
Accumulate MP gradually. Powerful magic...
I promise. Now, excuse me while I leave this room. Why did I feel like she just called him a tool?
Because she's kind of mean.
She kind of is. I mean, okay, so now she's just admitted to using them. And basically just kind of telling this guy that, you know, he's not the right tool, but he's also a tool. Kind of curious what their past is all about.
Is the fact that we opened the game by smacking her in the back of the head make way more sense now?
It really does. All right, let's start this over, and now we're gonna punch her. We're gonna donkey punch her in the head. Oh wait, can I say that?
You'll need a class...
We're gonna move on.
A unit's level doesn't change when they change classes. There's no reason to go making things...
Lancelot and his allies have joined you as guests.
Up to 4 maybe.
No, as
right.
guests. You gotta...
As guests!
There we go.
Move your party to a town, castle, or other point of interest. Should that be points of interest?
No, because you can only be in one place at a time.
All right. Place the cursor on a location you want to move and press A. Your party will begin to move. You can also place the cursor on the icon representing your party and press A to open the main menu, which contains the commands available on the world map. Select the party command to manage your units, equipment, or change classes, or select Warren Report to see more information about characters you've encountered in the story. You can use the gear system menu to save your progress and adjust various game settings. Select data to save your progress, or options to change game controls and other settings. Refer to Play Guide in the Warren Report for more details. Alright. Let's alright, so we got you. Party. What do we got going on here? Oh, it's so bright. Alright, that's me. Alright, so what do I got going on here? Alright, so my strength or my attack stat is just a little bit below yours. Alright, let's do a quick comparison here. What do we got going on? Where am I better? My magic resistance is better.
You've got one more point of vitality.
Woo. How is it? This doesn't seem fair. I have one. I have three more points of intelligence than you. And whatever RES is, I have more of that.
Well, that's awkward since I'm going to be a caster.
Yeah. Is there no way to get... Okay, so there's like... I'm assuming no way to actually... Condition? No. Okay, yeah, alright. So I'm assuming there's no way to actually see what each stat means.
It might be in the play guide, which is in the Warren report.
Yeah. Guess. So many guess. Wind. Well, I'm feeling a little lonely here with, water. Alright, Warren report. Alright, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Tidings, talk, people, play guide. Don't care.
Was your Kachu a fire?
I'll check in a second. Equipment party. Press the Z key. Oh, never mind. Controller. Yeah, no. Doing a quick scan here, I don't see anything that actually tells me what each stat is. Unless it's under this, maybe? Okay. No. Oh. Yeah, that may have told me something. Go back in. Party. Vice is fire. Katya or whatever is lightning? No, that's not lightning. That's air.
Okay,
Wind, yeah.
so our friends' elements change with us as well.
You should
Good
not
to
speak
know.
him so.
I imagine. So I imagine he ends up being the opposite of whatever you are.
I think that's right.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. There it is. Okay, got it. Melee attack. Okay, combined attack. Alright, so let's look at the stats here. Alright, strength. Affects melee and range physical attack. Affects defense. Affects melee, range, accuracy, and attack. Affects the accuracy of attack. Okay. Avoidance. Affects the ability to avoid attacks while defending. Strength of offensive magic. Mind, I'm assuming, is defensive magic. Oh, offensive and defensive magic. Alright. And resistance. That's what that is. Alright, so apparently I'm more resistant than you, and apparently I should be a spellcaster. Alright, and what's the skill I have? Is it just punch things? Yeah.
No. It's one-handed swords. There's a separate skill for punch things.
Whatever.
Well, you should be able to see the other kinds of weapons if you go to the skills menu and try
Are
and
you all right,
assign
Denam?
a new skill.
You shouldn't let Vice get to you.
I'm fine, sister.
Oh. Okay. So wait, how does this...
Those are just your different weapon skills available to you.
So could I just put multiple? Oh? Is there a reason I would do this, though?
If you had more than one weapon type equipped, you could then get the benefit for each skill that you've got.
Okay, so right now, since I... Wait, what do you mean?
So if you had a sword and a dagger equipped, you could equip the dagger and the sword skill so that you are building both of them.
Alright, so for right now, there's little reason to do it. Okay. Items. So here's my question. If I put this on... Okay. Oh, so this is kind of like Shining Force in terms of consumable items.
Right, one item equals one use.
Okay. Wait, can I put them all in one spot? No, so I have to put each one in an individual slot. Okay.
Right, but notice that they weigh you down.
I did not see where weight is.
It's RT, reaction time, or whatever they call it.
Okay, so if I take this off, that puts me back at... No, I'm still at 97.
Oh, maybe it's just when you use it, it adds 11. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay. All right, so apparently he's a puncher. Oh, so I guess I can't change the items on characters on guests.
Yeah, not on guests. They're perfectly happy with their life setup.
Okay, so it would make sense to then do this. All right. Okay. What am I looking at here?
It looks like your equipment, and it's grayed out what other people have equipped.
Okay.
I will note that they didn't give your White Knights their special equipment that they started with in the other version. Or maybe I'm just forgetting, and maybe they never started with it, and it's just like I've Berenstein bared myself or whatever. And
now what's in my inventory? Okay, that makes sense. All right, backing out. All right, let's go fight something. Oh God, the world's big.
Have you read everything in the Warren report?
Of course not. You knew the answer to that.
Have you at least scrolled through it so the game thinks you've read everything?
What do you think?
Also no, but you'll want to make sure you do that just because you want to make sure you don't accidentally miss triggering something.
Wait, what do you mean by mistriggering something?
Some events only happen if you read about them beforehand.
Okay, so we've read that. Oh shit. No! No! How do I get out?
You just have to go in and then you don't even have to go all the way in. Just at that point you can back out and you'll have read it.
Alright, so all of this I should already know about. Okay, we tried to punch the dude. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's about the bot. Setting the track, okay. Alright, so we did that. Okay, that's just replaying the thing.
And that
How much do I care? Go ahead.
That will give you a chance to look at a few things. Can I change?
Alright. No Dark Knights were harmed.
No Dark Knights were harmed in producing this movie. No, don't worry. By the end of this, many Dark Knights will be harmed.
So I guess the question is again, am I the good guy or am I the bad guy? Oh no. Alright, so a little bit about everybody. Okay.
Oh, Almerica
A
Castle.
fine time for this, with Master Nybeth away. Listen well. We faced the rogues who slew Bapal and his men. Underestimate them. Give these rebel swine a taste of Gulg.
Did I miss the part? Like, I know they were banished, but did it say why they were banished?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, this isn't, this doesn't seem a little off. Like, now I suddenly feel like something, like I'm gonna be, backstabbed at some point.
If I remember, one of the White Knights is from the desert stage, the most annoying stage.
Alright, we're not going to throw that because I'm me. Alright, oh, play guide extras. The Warren report. Well, that's what we're in. Shortcuts, camera controls, okay, got that. Most of the stuff is pretty obvious. Knockback, yeah. Buried treasure.
Or do you seek to claim Valeria as Lodis does? I will have your...
We are men without a country. We have lent them our swords because it suits us.
So, sometimes require the grass or snow be burned away. Okay, that's interesting. So my question is are they random or is it set on each map? So in theory, I could actually look up where each one of these things are if I really wanted to.
You could look it up if it works the same as it did before.
Okay. So does this work like Final Fantasy Tactics, where there's a countdown before they just poof into a bag?
For your team, yes. For enemies, no.
Do enemies just poof right into a bag right away?
Correct.
Okay. Well, that makes life easy. All right. 2 battle. Have you already done this fight?
Yes. Because the first 2 fights don't really mean anything because you're just overflowed with wonderful Zenobians.
Strongholds are made of multiple battlefields, which must be fought back to back. You can save your progress before beginning the next battle. However, you cannot leave the stronghold until the series of battles is complete. It's highly recommended you use separate save slots. Okay. Oh, I didn't save, did I? We should do that. And shouldn't there also be an autosave feature? Like, I thought I read that.
I think there is, but again, you've got to try to fail at this point.
I mean, have you met me? Alright, we're off to a fight. Look at those wizards. Wizard. He has a hammer.
He sure does.
Vanquish Papow. To battle. Nah.
Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Nah. Whee! That must suck being a wizard.
You do get a passive that helps you generate mana faster if you're a spellcaster.
Actually, you know what? I think I kind of like that because, like, the amount of times I get obliterated by summon spells or just like level 3 spells in Final Fantasy Tactics was such a level of pain.
Why were you ever letting them go off?
Because they were like one turn cast spells that were in my face. Yay, moving forward. I did it! Can I throw a rock? Who should I throw a rock at?
I don't know. Who's annoyed you the most?
I have a question. Like, does the game penalize you for attacking your own units? Like, what's the? I know in tactics you're at least getting jobs points and whatnot. What's the point of doing it now?
Well, now you only get experience at the end of fights, so it doesn't really help you at all. It's literally pointless at this point, I think. I mean, if you use your actual weapon, you might build skill with your weapon, but I don't think you're ever not going to build that at a rate that, like, you should always be on par with your weapon.
Hey, look, I found hempen thread. Good old buried treasure. Good job, Warren. You do that meditation.
Yeah, that should be like an auto skill that randomly procs every turn.
Say it should or it is.
If it's how I remember it. Hooray!
Smack.
Taste of free. Sweeter still that Wallister youths came to my aid. Then
So,
doubtless you and your
pretty much so.
Wallister boon is great.
We are not alone in our loyalty.
Well, this sounds important.
Release, many Wallister have left their haunts for Almorica.
And there is still time before the Galgastani come.
So, for class marks, is it you just need one for all, or each character needs one to change?
Every time you want to change to that class.
What in the silliness is that?
So all of the base class marks you should be able to buy from shops. The only ones that will matter are individual character special class marks, but you'll never, like, there will really never be a reason to change them out of their special class.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to being a ninja.
A diviner matching his description was ever at the side of King Tristan when your new Zenobia came into being 2 years past.
Oh, hey! They say, okay, so it was 2 years ago, March of the Black Queen.
And that you, Sir Lancelot, were captain of the Holy Knights. Is the Saint King so brazen as to cast out the very men who placed him upon the throne?
I, too, have heard tell of this diviner, but I am not he.
Lodis plagues us with the Dark Knights, Lothlorien. How do we... If new Zenobia does not seek to use...
Your Grace, these holy knights risk...
A man can claim knighthood only when he serves a worthy
Oh,
lord. It is for such a man
counter.
we seek.
I have your word, then. And it's proof you sought a reward. You shall have it. And employment.
As you...
Now, Denam, your father was an Abuna in Golia. I met him myself once. What happened in
Please, Your Grace, you must avenge our father.
Yet the enemy before us is Galgus, and for that, I will need knights.
Us?
As young heroes of Wallace, I would have you become knight.
Of course. I know Denham's...
Excellent. Now,
I just realized he didn't take a turn.
He's very slow.
What do you think?
yes. I have much for you to do. Your first task, the captain of my knights, Sir Leonard, has gone there in... Truth be told, you'll be going to Christ... Now, before you leave, you'll want to fill your ranks with... I expect you have little in way of coin. So I'm giving you...
Oh, he just got countered in the face.
You're great.
Then may victory and glory...
You've led us to gainful employ,
No.
So, you're off to aid one of the Duke's... Win or lose while there's life.
I'll try to remember.
Best not forget, the dead get no second chances.
If death were our aim, there are swifter ways to go about it than soldiery. We fight.
They're hurting us.
True enough. Still, do not needlessly see.
Of course.
Alright, we're gonna throw a rock.
You are the heroes of God.
That's it. Oh. Is that really 1 point of damage for throwing a rock? It was.
Yes, it was.
At least I did damage.
And you are?
Ravnus Loxarian, a knight in...
I legitimately thought he shot the side of the land there. I was like, that seemed ridiculous.
No need of fear, friend.
In a manner of speaking.
And what manner?
She and her fellow knights drew off the garrison, defending the
If it were not for the sacrifice of others.
Stay alive.
Unite the people. Word of your hero.
Then you hold us up as heroes.
If you do not like it, give truth to the lie. Right? His Grace provided you with war funds, yes? Arms, spells...
Right, Warren, do your thing. Go hurt things.
He's working on it.
Yep.
She thinks highly of herself.
Oh,
I pray
so
that
now
no one
he's...
falls from such height.
And hammered to the back of the head. Oh, I get to kill him. Yeah, no, maybe. Wait, was that double damage from a shield?
Probably because there was a knockback into a space someone couldn't go.
Huh, that's interesting. He took my kill, though. I should just run up and punch him in the face, right?
It can't end badly.
Ooh. Ooh, I have to try this. Alright. We're gonna buckler you in the face and hope to push you off the ledge. Nope. Oh, I guess technically that worked?
Yes.
So you can't shove people off ledges.
You can if they're like if you turn the map. I think that might be a space she can't land in. Yeah, she can't land in that.
Okay.
Now, if it's an endless pit, you can kill them.
Are there endless pits?
In some areas.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so note to self, make sure I don't inadvertently put one of my people in a pit. Did she just cure Vice, even though Vice has been a total dick?
I mean, she still doesn't want him to die.
Punch. Oh, Warren's meditate didn't go off.
Oh,
Punch. I love how everyone's just kind of avoiding it. Oh, see? Whee! That's what I wanted to do! Uh-oh. Ow. Quick, everyone grab all the bags! Grab the bags!
Alright, we're doing it. It's time for Exorcist Denam.
Don't worry, guys. I want to do what makes the most sense. We're going to walk over here and collect a bag of loot. All right. Did I collect something? Did I miss it? Or do I not find out what it is until the end? How did that work?
You pick it up when you end your turn.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna punch the wizard in the face with a sword or a dagger. Okay, and we got a... Oh wow. That's a lot.
Staves are two-handed now. Interesting.
I mean, that makes sense. Should I be concerned that Warren's meditation isn't proccing?
No, not as long as he's still being useful. Alright, so I need to buy myself a robe, a hat, and some caster gear.
Welcome.
What I probably find most interesting is the fact that all of the NPCs... Oh. No, Vice, no. Okay, so guess I assume just teleport out?
Yes. He'll be fine, don't you worry.
Hey, you stole my item! You bastard!
As long as it's a friend, you'll get it.
Is that a friend? I don't think that's a friend. Sorry, Lancelot. I thought my people were a lot, a lot better than this. Oh, it is one of my people. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm just going to be that guy and just go around and collect all the items.
Oh, well, this is a little sad. There's no, so we can't hire different people there. We're not back in Goliath. Are there people to hire here that aren't just normal, boring humans? No.
Oh, hey, look, it's meditate work this time. Okay, now I'm curious as to how meditate works. Like, is it if you're below a specific amount? I guess I could find out. Interrupt. Alright, where are you? Where are you, Warren? Stress while phase of return increases with rank. Yeah, that's just not going off. That's interesting.
Take a look at it.
Quick, everyone grab all the... Aww. That's a little mean that they make the last guy you kill drop a bag that you effectively can't get, even though I guess that's what it is.
No, it gives it to you here.
So do I get everything that was... I don't... Wait, do I get everything that was on the ground or just his stuff?
Everything that was on the ground.
Oh, I thought I... Did I misread it? Because I thought it said if I didn't grab it in combat, then I didn't get it.
Come again.
Whopping 206 experience. Yay, I'm level 2. Yay, I'm level 3. And now we're at the level cap. So I see the two people who ran away don't get any experience?
Yeah, but who cares about them?
Yay, I got finishing moves. Okay. Only units who survive battle receive experience. So what are we defining as survived, though? Like, those two that disappeared, technically they survived.
Are still there at the end.
Okay.
Oh. Clerics can't instill light or cast Spirit Surge anymore. Oh. Oh, that's gonna be painful.
Does that change your life? So here's a question: do I get my 2 people back or no? It looked like I did. Bapals. Bapals. All right. Ooh. Agras. Agras. Agras? Sure. To battle. I don't know why, this kind of makes me want to play Ogre Battle. Oop, that's the wrong button. Just gonna hide behind the old statue here. Thud.
I can't desert. These are my.
Tactics Ogre.
Yeah, that actually... That actually is a little bit concerning, the fact that he's willing to even negotiate for a higher price in the middle of combat.
Alright, I'm going to assume I don't need 2 clerics and Cachua. So what are we going to do with this other cleric that the game gave me? Are we going to turn her into a berserker or a knight?
Do you have a knight?
I have neither a knight or a berserker.
Sounds like you need a knight. Now...
Alright, Winifred, you're an... Oh, knights can use healing? Why would you ever have a cleric?
Wait, did she just counter with 1 HP?
Very likely.
Nope, she has 5. Well, I got bad news for you. I'm just going to come up behind you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. So sorry. Like, I need to find more games like this, because I kind of enjoy the tactics genre when it comes down to games. Not sure why. Just, they're kind of fun. Dunk. I just realized that we're not dealing a whole lot of damage to these guys. Either that or it's just the counters not doing a lot of damage. I'm not actually sure. Did he just walk in front of him to punch him in the face? Why?
Wait, and rune fencers and Valkyries can heal as well? Why would you ever have a cleric?
Probably because they heal better. Parry. Alright, what do we got going on here? Alright, are you almost dead? You are nowhere near dead. You are almost dead, but not dead enough. Oh, actually, that did make sense because I'm fire or water and she's fire. Okay. And now she's dead. Smack. Like, I love the fact that they actually kind of make the shield bash actually kind of worth it. Like, I feel like in some of these games, like when you shield bash somebody, it's just kind of like an afterthought. No, my priest. That's interesting.
Do you want to know who still has the most hit points on the team?
Who?
Denam the Cleric.
Ah.
Maybe that's maybe clerics are just tankier casters.
Just gotta, pick up stuff here because the battle's way over there, and I'm way over here. Oh, hey, he switched out his bow for an axe. That was interesting. Heal. Arrow to the knee. I wonder if there's I'm just gonna go throw a stone. Actually, how far? Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Act. Stone. Oh my god, can I not cast what? Can I not do that? I can't. That's interesting. All right. Because I'll just throw it at him then. What was that? He's
too close. Okay, so literally the only weapon clerics can equip at this point is the staff. This hammer isn't one of the hammers that they can use.
It's kind of cool that they've added, like, the fact you have the whole pincer aspect of this, where you actually have more. Oh, he's dead. For you add more dynamics to the actual combat, as opposed to walk up, smack, walk up, smack, walk up, smack.
Yeah, the knight gets pincer, so that was a good thing, and warriors get pincer, so. And I'm surprised that Rune Fencer's Valkyrie don't, since that used to be what they did, was that they could attack with spears, so you would attack your friend on the other side of the enemy, so that then they would counterattack and hit the enemy that was in the middle of the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Oh yeah, wasn't that I don't know if this is exactly what you just said, but that was the thing, like where your spear did like two blocks, and if you had them lined up, you could hit both of them at the same time.
Correct.
Is that what you just said? Just making sure.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Again. Good day.
I love the fact that they actually turned back and pushed the chairs in. It's like really weird attention to detail.
Remember when games used to do that, and you didn't just clip through everything because who cares?
Yeah.
We went.
Shining Force.
Will it fit?
Am I though? Okay. I put the name of Denon's Order of Knights. You can input up to 12 characters, but this number may be limited by the width of the text.
Damn you, kerning!
we shall now be known hereby as the Flock. I need Bacon here to make fun of me, or Dan.
Are we disappointed with clerics enough that we're just going to become a wizard again?
Probably.
No. We're gonna stick to it. We're a cleric.
Are you sure you want to name your forces the Order of the Flock? Why, yes. That is what we are now named.
Alright, I'm gonna at least do a training battle and see how lame I feel as a cleric. Oh wait, we have 8 slots? We have an 8 party slots? Well then we've gotta recruit 2 people.
Take a look.
I don't know what else we need. Another frontliner would be nice.
Something that deals damage, like a frontliner damage dealer.
Yeah, so we'll probably go ahead and grab ourselves we'll grab ourselves a chaotic fire lady.
Ah. Well.
And she'll use that berserker mark we have lying around.
Yeah, I guess that's the next thing I'll have to learn here. Hey, I got an achievement. 100 players have this achievement. 100% of players have this achievement.
Oh, the starter axe is two-handed now? No, it's one-handed. Okay.
Damn you, Lancelot!
Okay, so she can't use a short bow anymore. So okay, good to know. Does she get pincer? She doesn't. Oh, that's because she's level 1. Okay. So does that mean can our knight equip a sword and a crossbow instead of sword and shield? She can. Do I want that?
Eh. Hey, she agrees with my thoughts.
Farewell.
Alright, so let's grab an ice.
I have to buy spells, is that what I just heard?
You should, once you figure out what you want as a party, you'll want to make sure that you have everyone equipped.
Cool. Sharton? Is that his name? Sheridan? Sure.
Shartain?
Okay.
What do you say?
Sure. Alright, so that's a warrior.
Fair.
Okay, what do I do? Alright.
I hit that you want to
Accept
recruit
that
them.
to the party. Okay. What if I say no?
Well, then you don't get to recruit him.
Will it replace it with somebody else?
No.
Congratulations, you have now been recruited.
By virtue of you want to have a
Yay.
party.
Yeah. Alright. Next up. Katrina wants to join the party as an archer. Well, thank you for joining, Katrina. I was going to make an archer. Now I don't need to. Recruit. Yes. Welcome. Your attack power is higher than mine. I'm very saddened by that. But I'm glad that you follow the goddess of water. Alright, next up. Is that Flambard? 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 Yeah? Well, my dude. You and your magic that you have. What do you have? What spell is that? Deadshot. Air. So I'm assuming because he worships the god of air, then his spells using air are probably going to be stronger, correct?
Correct. And look, he even starts with an air spell for you.
Man, it's almost like it's ironic. Okay. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the flock. Oh god. I'm going to do it. Welcome to the flock.
I'm so proud that you did that.
Is he alive? Yes, no?
Who?
Sean Connery?
I don't remember things. Alright, and so
I think I'm about to be sad. Hold on.
She needs a ring and a chest piece. Okay.
Ah, shit. He died in 2020. He died on Halloween. Well then. Alright, what are you? You're a cleric. Alright, well, we'll keep you. Yes, we want to recruit you. Okay. What are you? A rune fencer. What's a rune fencer? And why are you fencing with a spear? Okay. Seems like a weird name. A weird class name, I should say.
Come again.
Alright. Towns and castles that have been liberated gain the shop and train commands. At shops, you can buy and sell items on Arcana, recruit new units, and sell monsters at auction. It's a good idea to stock up on consumables to use in battle, such as items that restore HP. Okay. Train allows your units to take part in a training battle. You can retreat from a training battle at any time, either in the battle or while forming your party. Units incapacitated or and removed from a training battle are not removed from your party. Training battles are a good way to level up your units before taking them into a real battle. Units earn experience in training battles, but items do not drop. New commands have been added to the party screen. Dismiss allows you to remove a unit you no longer need from your party. Once dismissed, the unit is gone forever, so consider your decision carefully. Change class allows you to change a unit to a different class. Changing class requires a class mark. Finishing moves allow you to view and assign finishing moves to a unit. The finishing moves available to a unit depend on their weapon skills. Refer to the play guide and Warren report for more details. Alright, party level up. Now we could get up to level 5. Oh, I missed the rest. Oh well. Alright, Warren report. The titles command is now available. What is the titles command? Oh. Okay. Alright, so we're back out of that. Alright. So I got 8 people, so I need 2 more, you said, right?
Yes, and I need to buy a heal, instill. I need 1 heal and 1 instill lightning, and maybe an instill air if wizards can do that still.
Alright, so buy, sell, hire, auction. Have a monster you want to put up? Do I?
Take a look around.
No.
I do not. Unit list. Okay, hire. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay. I do want an archer, so we're going to grab an archer. Ooh, what's alignment matter for?
If you do things they don't like, their loyalty will drop, and some classes have alignment restrictions, but I don't know how strict that is anymore.
Like, I feel like I would just have a whole class of neutral people. Oh god, I have to pick everything for him? I need a 6-sided die. Is there a roll command for Twitch?
Probably, but maybe you should make sure and see if you've got, anything that you should fill in and make sure you have.
Where's the fun in that? Oh, I can't even... Oh, that's annoying. That's hilarious.
Alright, now let's train with our team. Win with a Rune Fencer or Valkyrie in the party. Well, that's nice.
Okay, so that doesn't work. Alright. I do need to step away for a second. Now I'll finish my buying process. Alright, I'll be back in a second.
Sounds good. I will do a training battle. Or I'll accidentally hit cancel instead of start.
I'm back, and I am back to being live. Hey, it transitioned better. Oh, I forgot to bring a die. Do I have one close? You know, ever since COVID, I haven't actually had like a set of D&D dice just like readily available like I used to. Like I used to have a box container that's held my collection of dice over the years, including a nice set of metal ones that I got that Cheyenne got me one year for Christmas, because I always wanted a set of metal dice. So she got it. It also came with a little dice pouch, but it was dragon scales, or supposed to be dragon scales. And it was blue, black, and silver, if I remember correctly. And I just realized I haven't, like, actually, I don't think I've seen it in the last, like, year and a half. It's probably hiding in the closet somewhere. Why is this not working? Because I'm not actually on the game. There we are. Oh, so right now it's lightning, so I could keep it lightning. Right, okay. Buddy, you'll just stay lightning. Yeah. Alright, so we buy ourselves an archer. Alright. Cool. Alright, let's hire another one. Alright, so I have that. I don't have a cleric. How do I not have a cleric? What's her name? Or is she not in my party anymore?
No, you have one cleric. You have a female cleric. You have Kachua.
Okay, so it's not counting. Oh, because that. Oh. So I have a rune fencer, which is the male version of a Valkyrie. Is that what I just learned?
Yes.
Is there a difference between a wizard and an enchantress?
Not anymore. Also,
okay.
their faces...
That means I just bought an archer for no reason, but continue. What?
I was going to say, on the stream, it looks like you're off-center on your screen.
I don't know what you mean. Can you send me a screenshot? Because I look fine, according to my thing.
One moment. There, does that make sense now?
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, now here's the question. Is this a you thing, or is this an actual problem? Like, did it just do that, or was it doing it this entire time you're now just realizing?
I'm gonna go with the second one.
It's a you thing. Yeah, I look fine according to what I'm looking at.
Did it at some point change my zoom? Oh, you know what it is? It's because there we go. It's because it told me I had 1 day left on your sub remaining, and I was looking if my Amazon sub was up to let me give you another one. The answer is not yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, according to my thing, you subbed 10 days ago, so it shouldn't even be coming up here. So that's a little bit confusing. All right, so I can close this so I'm not using up my bandwidth. All right, so I now have 2 archers because I didn't realize I had 2 female archers, so I'm an idiot there. Oh, but the archer didn't end up being lightning and ended up switching to whatever symbol that is, which I'm assuming is ice. Okay. No. Again, I'm not paying attention.
That's if you want to hire this new one.
I realized that as I thought about it. So I have 3 warriors that are all male.
Right, that's you, Vice, and Random Dude.
Okay. I have a female cleric, which is the... what's her name? Do I want another cleric, or do I want another I feel like I don't have much of a front line right now.
Except your 3 warriors.
I mean, I guess this is a frontliner too. All-rounded caster of attack and healing spells who is adept at shield and spear play. Yeah, let's throw a female enchantress out there. Yeah, I'll do that. Yep. All the lightning. All right, so do they come with gear already, right? Or are you about to make me sad?
I'm not going to make you sad.
All right. Is there an auto-equipped button that exists or no?
There might be, but I never bother with it.
And behold, the difference between you and me. I got a hammer. So, can I dual equip so how would that work if I did? So am I now dual wielding a hammer and a sword?
You have a hammer and a sword available to you.
Okay, but I don't have the skill to use them both. Okay.
Right. I think Ninja will eventually get to dual wield.
All right. What is on my neck? Necklace of okay. Got it. Yeah, honestly, because I'm lazy, I would really prefer like an auto, whatchamacallit. Okay.
Oh! Two-handed weapons now get to counter, and one-handed weapons get to parry. That's important to know. Oh, and you can counter a pincer attack.
Hmm.
Oh, hit X and then right or left. And there you go. Now you can see who can actually equip things and who has it equipped already.
So what I want to see... Ranged armor... Okay, so what's missing here... And this is something that's... Whatchamacallit, Final Fantasy Tactics have... is to try it on? Like, is that not a thing?
So, if it's as I remember, it should be the more expensive version of a weapon always has better stats, but slightly higher weight.
Okay. But I have legitimately no way to actually compare what I'm wearing versus what I'm buying.
Correct. Okay.
That honestly kind of annoys me, I'm not gonna lie. And spears are two-handed. Alright.
Yep. Oh, so are gloves.
Well, yeah. Is there any requirements to changing to classes, or do you just need the mark?
Oh,
Just the mark, and if there's an alignment requirement, the alignment.
Okay. Ooh,
Oh,
that's
hey.
expensive.
There aren't two-handed bows yet. Good to know. Oh, the thing that raises people from the dead? That's a little too expensive for you to deny death?
I mean, 2,000? Like, that's what save scumming's for, right? Okay, I am taking a lot longer than I mean to. Oh, so that's a dagger. Okay, does anyone have a dagger equipped? What are you? What class is that?
That's an archer lady.
Why is the arch? Oh, so I'm assuming. All right, let's make some assumptions here.
There are okay. See, that's a one-handed bow.
So does that mean I can also wear a shield?
If she could equip one, yes, but I don't believe archers can equip shields.
Okay. So here's the follow-up question: should I technically do a blowgun?
If she could equip it, sure.
Oh, she can't. Okay. So, follow-up question, why would I do a short bow instead of a crossbow?
Because short bows arc and crossbows go straight.
Okay. Oh, so the people I just brought on... Okay, so I gotta go back. Okay. Okay, so the people I did just hire do not actually have weapons. And they're all lightning, ironic. No, they do have weapons.
Oh, they do?
No. Okay, I'm confused.
Right, you hired an archer?
I hired 2. No, I thought I hired 3.
No, remember you canceled?
Yeah. Alright, so do I have anything for you? I do not.
You are going to want a cleric who is under your control. So if you don't have one... No, I see one down there in your roster.
No, I don't have one at my control.
No, then who's that between the wizard and the male rune fencer?
So there's that one. Oh, hey, look at that, I do. I don't remember buying you. Oh, no, you got added to my party, that's why.
Yeah, because I turned mine into a knight. Because apparently knights can heal like almost as well as a cleric. So really, why would you ever be a cleric except for exorcism?
Was this an archer? Alright. Alright, so I need a dagger. See, yeah, I wish I had the ability to pull up each character in the shop so I could see who needs what. Like, I feel like that would just be so much easier. Alright.
You can see the unit list in the shop, but then you back out into the shop window.
Alright, shop. What do you mean?
So if you scroll down, you see under the auction option.
Okay.
So it at least saves you a click.
Okay. So what am I using right now? That's a bronze helm. So I'm currently using a short sword. In theory, I could get rid of the short sword and replace it with a broadsword, but I would be giving up a shield. So the question is how much is that worth it? Plus,
well, a broadsword is two-handed.
Yeah, that's what I said. So a broadsword would be two-handed, so I'd be giving up the shield. Or I could take on a hammer. Hammer's heavier. Or I can just keep the short sword for right now. Which might be the thing. Like, I feel like I'm overthinking this.
Well, now that I know you only counter with two-handed weapons, the greatsword seems way better than it did originally.
I was going to say, does this mean I can counter with a staff? Because that'd be hilarious. Alright, so...
Potentially. We'll find out when someone attacks Denam.
Alright, so I do need some robes. I do know that much. Alright, and then circlet. So I'm assuming this is going to be for my spellcasters, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I'll need... Did I get a... No, I didn't get a spellcaster. I got an archer.
And an
No, I did get a
enchantress.
spellcaster. Yeah, I keep forgetting about her. Okay, so I need one of these. That was expensive. Alright. I'm ignoring the fact I have 27,000 here. Alright, everyone can use that. Alright, I got the robe. I shouldn't need leather armor. I do need a bow.
Beware.
There we are. Alright, and now items. So, how many blessing stones do you think I should have? Since apparently I already have 4. We'll do 5. We'll do expensive. Alright, and then mending leaves. Alright, what do you do? Petrify. Remove petrify. Remove. So we're going to do that thing where I'm just going to, like, not get any of these items and then learn my mistake throughout battles and then buy as I need. Oh, right! I need to buy magic spells. So wait, how do I tell what... I'm confused. Are these... What is a... What's spells and what's not spells? Help me out here. Like, are the things that are book spells?
No. Those are items that inflict whatever they say they are.
Okay, so what are spells then?
Go up to the go back and then go to what looks like scroll on the
Okay.
menu.
Oh, actually, I have a decent amount of spells. So I guess I need to... Okay, so that's something else I need to look at then. Alright. So my Enchantress needs spells. So let's start with you, just so I can see what this looks like. So I can have up to 4 spells, is what I'm saying, right?
Correct.
Hey, Kane, how are you? Alright, so she will have...
Oh, I'm in physical pain that you're not buying her lightning spells.
I haven't even looked at anything, I'm just seeing what exists. Also, you're supposed to be in physical pain while watching me, because I do this to, like, annoy you as much as possible. Okay.
Oh, wait. Is the archer they gave you water elemental?
No. Yes.
Is the warrior they gave you air?
Yes.
Is the cleric they gave you earth?
I guess.
And the wizard is air?
Yes.
Did they just give us this? But they have different names, right? What's my wizard's name? Drew. Okay, they have different names.
All right. Okay. So to make you happy. All right. Let's go back to the spells.
And you can do the same thing, X right, to see what classes can equip what spells. Now, the equipped unit isn't what's important. It's so that you know who can actually equip the spell by class.
I got that. I just want to, make sure I'm doing the right thing for you, because I have to make sure that I have them getting the right spells, because if not, then you're going to have an aneurysm over there.
I'm so sad that clerics can't equip Spirit Surge. Oh, but Kachua can. But if we give Kachua Spirit Surge. It's gonna be a terrible idea.
Fair.
Am I blind? Can the Enchantress not use this?
She's a wizard. I don't know. I don't know why they don't give you both icons, but the Enchantress and the wizard are the same thing.
Oh. Well, yeah, so according to this, the wizard can use it.
Right.
Can use lightning bow.
Correct. I think it's just that your lightning bow is currently equipped on the rune fencer.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Get back over here. There we are. I'm just gonna have a party full of lightning people.
Do you do this to make me feel pain? Because that was just mean.
Because it makes life easier for me, because I don't have to actually sit there and try to figure things out. It just is. Did I ever buy a bow? I did. Okay.
I'm also annoyed that berserkers can't use two-handed swords or spears.
Hey, so I can you see this, right? Like I can equip a buckler with a bow.
Good for you. I did not realize that. I usually give my archers two-handed bows or bow and dagger.
Well, I was planning on doing the dagger, but I don't have a dagger. I haven't bought it yet. Wait, can everyone use? No. All right, let's so I think what I'm going to have to start doing is like literally concentrating like each character at a time, because I think it's the only way I'm going to effectively be able to do this the right way. Again, so you don't have an aneurysm over there. All right, so lightning mage or enchantress. All right, let's go work on her. What can we buy for her? All right, spells. So what was she missing? She had a weapon. She had okay, so I got everything for her. She just needs spells. All right, so she gets lightning bow. Oh shit, does she get lightning bow? She does. Okay. So does that mean can she get that? No. Okay. Should I bother with any of the dark things? Because technically, I don't think anyone can be dark, can they?
Eventually they can, but also, if you'll notice, the dark spell, the Word of Pain does damage, but then you've got a bunch of stuff that does useful status effects.
Well, yeah, I was like looking at sleep, because sleep and charm. Alright, we're going to make her one happy little spellcaster. Alright, so that. You get to put people to sleep. And you're going to charm people. Alright, do I have anything else here that I can give her? I already put that on. Okay, good. Alright, next up. Back to the archer. Alright, archer looks good. I do want to buy a dagger, so let's get him a dagger. All right, sticker. All right, there we are. We bought a sticker. Oop, almost bought two. All right, so equipment. Get rid of your buckler. You now have a dagger, so you have that in case someone shows up to your face. All right, next up, Valkyrie or Rune Fencer. You have spells. You have everything you need. You're good. All right, next up, what are you? You are my cleric. Okay, you have spells. You have heal and awaken. What's awaken do? Bring people back from sleep or charm. All right, is there any other spells here that you should potentially have? All right, let's go look at the cleric spells. All right, what do we got? We got heal. All right, so we got Spirit Surge. Missile divine spell unleashes divine power, dealing piercing light damage to a single target. Okay. Exorcism, indirect spell that exercises single still. Okay. It's still light. Indirect draws power from light.
You are my only family in all.
Alright, you can't use that anyway, so it doesn't matter. We already have Awaken, we already have Heal. Alright. Damage to a single target. Has a chance to inflict. Oh. Yeah, we'll get that. Alright, so that would be the Cleric. Alright, so you now have one additional spell. Or was I not paying attention? You can't actually use that.
Haven't I been complaining that clerics can't equip Spirit Surge?
Yeah. Alright, so I now have a spell that I can't use.
Katua can use it.
Who?
Your sister can use it. The lady with the red pants. There you go.
Alright, we'll just toss it on her real quick then. There. Alright. What else can you do here? Okay, you already have that on. Alright. Alright, Mr. Wizard Buddy. So you're air. You have one spell currently on. You also ended up with Meditate. So skills. Do I learn them or do I have to buy them as well?
Skills you learn as you level up, and you should see if he has any additional skills it didn't automatically equip.
Concentration. Alright. He has that, he has that. Alright, so we need more spells. Do we have, how many more air spells do we actually have available to? Nothing else, that's it. Alright. Alright. Oh, I forgot I grabbed this. You know, we're gonna do it. Okay, you get that. You get that. Alright. Next up, what are you? You're an archer, right? Yes. Alright. You have everything you need. Okay. You have things here that you don't have equipped. Oh, what was that? Tremendous shot.
Yeah, and you may also want to equip her dagger skills so that she gets better at daggering.
Better at daggering. Alright. Probably should have also done this before as I was going through everybody. Derpy, derpy, derp. Alright. Let's see. What do we got here? Alright, so I grabbed a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, what's that? Pincer attack. Yep, we'll turn that on. Mighty impact. Alright, swords, daggers. Alright. I don't have spells, right? And did I grab a finishing move? I did not. I'm assuming no one has a finishing move yet?
They should not.
Alright, pincer attack, mighty impact. Alright. Spells, shouldn't have any. Alright, next up, you again. You don't have anything there, and I've already done that. Alright, who are you? You're my warrior. You don't have spells. You already have pincer attack on, and we'll give you mighty impact. I'm just giving everyone mighty impact. What weapon are you using? You're using an axe. Alright, so we'll leave that there. Alright, next up.
I gave mine a two-handed sword. Remember, you don't have control of Vice.
I know. And I hope he doesn't waste my items, but he will.
At least you're prepared for this.
Oops, there we are. Asha. Okay. I think I've equipped everybody. Everyone has spells. Okay. Wait, was that a promote button? Change class, okay.
Right, so if you wanted to change anyone's class, now's the time.
No, I'm gonna kind of go with what they gave me for right now. Since I don't think there's there's no anything special here, right? Like I just still have all the same stuff.
I mean, you don't have a knight or a berserker are the only two things you don't have.
Alright, let's do this. There we are. For some reason, I thought I was a knight. What am I?
You're a warrior.
What's the difference between a warrior and a knight?
Knights get cool things like Rampart Aura.
No, my RT is going to be over 100. Alright, so I assumed I was a knight, so I'm just going to become a knight now. Yes, I want to change to a knight. Whee! Okay, now I'm a knight. Did that automatically equip me based off of being a knight?
No.
I see it changed my skills.
Right, because some of your skills you couldn't equip before.
Okay.
You also can now equip heal if you have an extra heal spell.
I don't think I do. I do not. So does that mean I should now be buying an extra heal spell?
If you want to be able to heal as your main character.
I don't think I need to heal. Now the question is, do I want to continue with the short sword or I want to pull out the hammer? We'll stay at the short sword. Alright, so now I am back into the shop. So now the fun question, should I do a training battle so that the people who are still level 1 gain experience?
I did.
Yeah, but you also had time. Alright, save again. No longer a warrior. No, I think I'm just going to go in and see what happens to my people and hope they don't die.
Alright then, to Tynemouth Hill.
Off we go. Before entering battle, you must choose which units you wish to deploy. Units being sent into battle are called the battle party. A battle party can contain up to 12 units, but this number may be different on certain battlefields.
There's only 6 allowed. The training battle let me have 8. Why would they do this to me?
Oop, I hit the wrong button. I doubly hit the wrong button. Wait a minute, what was that? Oh, that's interesting. What did I just change to?
Oh, you're looking at all your available classes, yeah.
Alright. So, how do I pick who I'm putting where? Okay, that's how. Alright, so I'm in. Alright, what are you? You're warrior. So do I not get to pick where the guests go then?
Correct. They have a predetermined spot. So angry that I spent that much time making 2 more people and I can't use them yet.
Well, now I feel that way too. Alright, I think I have an interesting line here. Alright. Oh, wait. Wait, hold up. I'm confused. So, wait, okay, so I can't add another one. Okay, so it's yelling at me for having an additional one. How do I remove? I figured it out. I figured it out.
Good for you.
Alright, what are you sending me?
I'm showing you what my team looks like.
Alright, to battle! Oh wait, what's the things over here? Scout. Scout the battlefield and enemy positions before battle. Disband
that's
party.
right. You've never played it before, so you don't know what you're going into.
Yeah, I know absolutely nothing. So what does... Do I...
You'll literally get to see where your deployments and everything will look like.
Okay. I can see where they're at. That's kind of cool. Can I do anything while in here? Okay, I can do condition. Okay. All right. Okay. Return to formation. I'm happy with that formation.
You looked a lonely lot. Thought I might join you.
Why am I vibrating?
I am Canopus. Step forward and meet your fate, dogs.
It's interesting. Oh. So wait, why is it giving me the... Oh, so I'm assuming these battle parties are saved?
Yes.
That's kind of cool. All right, so okay, so to battle, scout, spam party, I don't want to do that. Terms of victory. Does it survive? Our hero cannot die. At least one of your units must survive. Win with a... Oh, hey, there's bonus objectives. Win with a cleric in the battle party. Use magic to heal. I'm pretty sure I... Okay, I do have a cleric. For a minute, I was like, wait, did I bring a cleric? Alright. To battle. Are you sure you want to use this battle party? Yes.
Okay, so our objectives are the same. I think I'm going to have a cleric.
Today you die! What the? Hey, look, a winged dude.
The
Cool.
winged dude.
We need no help from you.
The wind caller.
Stubborn as ever, eh? How did one so young?
Thick.
Alright.
Ow! Not the...
Vice.
Alright. Alright, so that's that dude there. Alright, so let's see what happens, you know. A couple parties of level, 1s and 3s versus parties of 4. Oh, he's not flying. Why is he not flying?
Because he didn't have to.
Alright, who are you and what are you doing in my life? Alright, you're my cleric. Alright, you get to move forward a little bit. So I wonder if you actually have to get a heal off, or if you could just, do you actually have to heal damage, or does it just count? Concentration. Spell strike. Alright. We're gonna have you just shuffle over here. Okay. Oh, I don't think damn it. Yeah. We're gonna move you over here. Okay.
They do still have spell quotes at random. Oh, and the arrow spells do still knock people back. It's all so wonderful and perfect.
Are you having memories of this game?
Yes. This is a wonderful blast from the past.
Today we fight for Wallister honor. But where does it lead?
What's the matter? Or has the nagging of your pacifist
What the... Why?
Better a bird than a brute.
Oh my god. Who does Vice remind me of? Do you remember the first fight in Tactics where you have to save that one dude? We have the option to save him or not. If you say no, Delita gets all pissy with you. If you say yes, Delita gets all pissy with you.
Yeah, Delita's a jerk.
Yeah, but that's who... He doesn't remind me of Delita. He reminds me of the other guy.
Algus/Argath?
Yeah, that's it. You can now use the... Wait, what? During battle, game keeps track of the actions you take each turn. The chariot turret allows you to return to any of these previous turns and replay the battle from that point. This alternate version of events is stored separately from the original, so you're free to choose a more favorable course. The number of turns tracked in times of play. Okay. Access to chair by choosing chair. Okay. I missed. How do I get to the global menu?
Probably start. Try start.
Okay. So do I? How? Oh, hey, there's weather. I have questions. Like, is this new or has this always been part of the game?
New with the PSP version.
Okay, so because I've never played this and I'm still thinking of it as Ogre Battle, do I get tarot cards that can be used in battle or no?
Sometimes enemies drop them if it's still like it was in the previous version.
I'll do that stupid thing and I'm just going to run forward!
Denam, Sibyls and mages cannot withstand the withering attacks of the front lines. Keep us in the back.
Alright, what skill? So acting, you can throw a stone. What skills do you have? Mighty Impact. Alright. Then turn. Alright, what are you so boldly running forward? Warrior.
With Mighty Impact and his two-handed sword, our random warrior is doing 150 points of damage.
Dead shot. Smack. I cast a spell. Wait, what are you? Oh, you're also a spellcaster. Alright. You'll get to have fun next round. So, you said that it's now basically like whatchamacallit, experience is just overall shared at this point, you said, right?
Right, it happens at the end of the fight.
Before someone picks it up, to gauge its effect. There are many kinds.
Lightning bow. Badunk. Oh, that was kind of weak. Jabus. I don't like them. Oh my god. She's not wrong. Punch. Alright, we're gonna move here. Want to throw the mighty stone. For a whopping 1 point of damage. I got parried. Ow. Oh shit!
Did you get like a triple pincer attack or some nonsense?
No, worse. So she countered his attack, but she's using a spear. So she, so she attacked him, and it went through and tried to hit Birdman, but Birdman had to parry it. So that's a thing, in case you didn't know. So I'm assuming Mighty Impact uses MP. I'm assuming everything uses MP.
Correct.
Thud. All right, turn and counter. Aha, blocked. Aw. Well, yeah, it's kind of what we've done so far. Oh, she's just out of range. Oh, my face turned the wrong way.
Excellent! We landed the stun!
It makes me kind of weirded out the fact that there's a 65% chance of the spell succeeding. It's like, that feels incredibly low.
Oh, there we go. Our first green card, and it's intelligence. Well, there you go, Denam. You're a slightly better spellcaster now.
Dead shot. These battles seem like they will take a very long time. How often do you need to fight? This is technically the first fight outside the tutorial. I don't have an answer because I've never actually played this. I watched somebody play, but that was like 25 years ago. So I know next to nothing about how this is going to work out. The unfairest part of it is because I'm not really rushing forward. I'm kind of just figuring out how to do this. But yeah, I kind of imagine it's probably up there with like Final Fantasy Tactics in terms of time. Like maybe 2 or 3 battles an hour, give or take. Well, you're the one rushing forward.
I think it's funny that she'll say the same thing to poor Denam when he's a cleric. Like, you know that we're wimpy, right? Alright.
Stab. Oh, next. Oh, because it was a push. Ah, no. Ow. Yeah, that counter spear I feel like is going to get dangerous really quick. Mighty impact.
No.
Now go punch something.
Death to the Magus Orba.
Do you see blue cards, or...
They should start randomly spawning after he tells you about them.
Okay, so it's only for the battle, but it doesn't continue on.
Right. Green cards that enemies drop give you stat boosts.
Okay. Okay, so blue is for battle, green is for after battle, red is don't touch.
Right. but try and knock bad guys into red.
Got it. Hey, look at that. I'm going to get my heal off.
Oh, Canopus can use spells now.
Oh
my god, does this make Canopus the best character ever?
No, he took my card. You bastard. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Oh my god, and he can use all sorts of weapons.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Good to know. Running away.
Did you forget their soldiers might have mighty impact?
Oh, no. I tried to do lightning bow to the guy in the back, and it instead hit the soldier directly in front of me. Which honestly wasn't a bad thing. It was just an unexpected thing. Which means I need to watch line of sight attacks. Okay, good to know.
Oh, I assume you knew that since it gave you the very convenient blue and red lines.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that, so yeah. Oh, thank you. May my prayers become a beacon, guide to gods to heal your blight. Okay. Now, hopefully that archer doesn't take that step forward to come, punch me in the wait. Everyone here's my friend. Okay.
There should be a way to turn on health bars that will make it a little bit easier to tell who's friend and who's not.
Where would that be?
In the main menu.
Alright, gameplay. Let's see what we got here. Cursor movement, no. Message feed, automate battle messages, no. Weather notifications, action notifications, auto skill. Okay, nothing there. Level up notifications, yes. Auto center selection, no. Auto restock, no. Controls, I'm assuming it shouldn't be in here. Display, no. Sound and background, we don't have. So nothing in here.
Huh, I forget how I made it turn on then.
Oh, it's right there. There we are. Is that a... what is that? Was that a bit or... Oh, it was a bit. Cargo 1 bit. Thanks. Oh no! So wait, what's the ability I have? I thought that made it so people couldn't go run away from me.
No. It stops their movement. But if they start there, they can move through it. You'll later advance, I think, up to Rampart 3, so it'll be a little bit bigger and it'll be much harder for them to run through you.
Alright, we're gonna throw a rock at somebody. I love that, just 1 damage. Hey, he flew!
Well, yeah, he had to get over the bad guy.
There are so many cards just showing up on the field now. What are you? Are you my cleric?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's your cleric lady. The one with, like, the big cleric-looking hat.
Yeah. Okay, so none of these cards seem of any use. Who needs healing? You back there need healing, but you're like... I feel like you're really far away to be healed. Guess we'll find out. Oh, you're just in range. Here you go. Have a heal. Swear to God, if this archer... Are you kidding me? Like, yeah.
That was just mean.
Like, they were just deterred. Like, they were just chasing her down. It's like, I get it, but God. Ow. I forgot all about the fact that there's this spellcaster just sitting back here, like, hasn't even joined the fight yet.
Oh, geez, we've already killed 19 people.
How did you kill 19 people?
Well, there were all of the people that we killed with the with the Zenobians.
So I'm assuming if I beat this before the countdown, she doesn't die, right?
Correct.
Who is this? Who am I picking with right now? Oh, okay, you're my dude. Okay. Move. Alright, you're just going to get behind. Wait, oh, you don't have anything? Alright, I'm going to spear in the back. I'm going to take a funny chance. Alright, well, I guess we'll just do this. Alright. Act, throw the rock. Have a stone. Get stoned.
You know that throwing the rock makes you act slower, right?
Nope.
Throwing the rock makes you act slower.
Critical card. So does this increase my critical, or does it make it high? So I'm debating if I should use Mighty Impact or not.
Well, that also gives you 100% accuracy.
Right, that's why I'm like wondering if it would be a waste or not.
Well, no. The critical card just gives you critical. It doesn't give you 100% accuracy. But Mighty Impact gives you both.
Oh, this poor wizard. His day just got sad. And then he goes down.
Good job, Vice. Punch that man to death. Wait.
Why did I only had one bonus objective complete?
Did you not actually heal?
I did. Multiple times.
And you had a cleric. Maybe, I can't remember. Does it show up now?
Yeah, there it is. Okay. So I got 200 additional experience and a +1 charm.
Yes, and the water charm if you want someone to be water. Oh my goodness! Canopus could be a wizard!
So many levels. Anything good come out of this, though? Skills and finishing moves. Well then.
Oh my god, he could be all of the base classes, basically. Now there's warrior...
Canopus wants to join the party. No. Wait, is he not in as a guest?
Not if you recruit him.
Well then, welcome to the party.
And he'll never leave.
Canopus has joined the Order of the Flock, which makes sense. Charm command has been added to unit info screen in the party. Charms can be used to give units experience points or change their element. So this... Oh, I only have 7,100. Interesting. Alright, so this... First things first. Party. Okay, so I can't go back in there and fight again. Okay.
No, if you want to train, you'd have to go back to the castle.
Alright. Class list...
I kinda wanna make him a wizard, Frank.
Alright, Reeve, since you weren't part of the fight, so how do I... So I got the experience charm. Can I just... So what would that do? Alright, so it'll... Okay, so that would automatically make him a level 2 archer. We're gonna do it. Because, you know, I'm lazy.
That's fair.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I could just go into training and just do that, right? So does that put me up against an AI that's going to be controlling my units, I'm assuming?
No, you get... The training that I had was just a group of random human enemies there.
Okay.
Oh, God. You don't know how much I want to just totally ruin Canopus by making him a wizard.
Let's take a look at him. What do you got going on here? So what is he right now? Vartan? What's a Vartan?
He's his special class.
So why would you change him?
'Cause I can, Frank!
Oh my god. Alright, let's go through all my people, because apparently I got... Did I get more skills? Okay, you did not get another skill. Did you get a spell? No spell. Alright, well, did you get anything? No? No. Did you get anything? No. You did. You now have Meditate. Congratulations. Alright, what did you get? I thought you did get something. Axes and Fists. Why do you have Fist on? Let's get rid of that. I already have that. I guess we'll just leave it on, because, yeah. Alright, did you get something new? No, but you do have Tremendous Shot, which... Oh, I didn't take you in the last fight, did I? Alright, Wizard. You already have Meditate on. You already have Concentration on. So you're good. Who are you? You're my Cleric. You got hit with some stuff. So you now have Meditate. Good. Alright, you are my Rune Fencer. I'm pretty sure I saw Meditate. No, Concentration. What does Concentration do? Grant Spell Strike to the caster. Alright, you now have that. You are already good. Asha, you just got Meditate and Concentration. Congratulations. And then you, I've already gone through. Do you have anything special? You already have that on. Wait, no, that's Crossbow.
Being the best. He's got being the best going for him.
Alright. Everyone's set. Do the save. Cool. There we are. Alright. Going into the next fight.
Into Kysaro.
Into Kysaro? Kysaro? Sure. Oh, it's so bright. Vanquish the enemy leader. Use magic to heal. Obtain a buff card. Alright. I can add one more person. Gee, I wonder who we're going to add, since Matt's telling me who I should be adding. There we are.
I mean, you could scout and see if that's who you want to add.
Yeah, I was planning on doing that now. Begin scanning the battlefield. Alright, what do we got going on here? Oh god, it's lightning! I don't know why I wouldn't. And what's up with all the ghosts?
Don't you remember that the previous commander of Almerica
was
Castle...
a necromancer, yeah.
Congratulations, you remembered!
Huh. This actually, Okay, so first thing I want to do, end scouting. I want to... Alright, Asha, you're being replaced with an archer. Because I thought I brought an archer with me last time, but apparently I didn't. So, congrats, Reeve, you've been upgraded.
I mean, Canopus is an archer.
Oh, you're right.
He's everything! Except a healer. Oh, maybe I should make him a cleric.
Welcome back, Asha, because it's apparently storming out. So, apparently I should take that into consideration. Let me relook at the battlefield real quick. Well, let me look at the weather conditions. Done terms. I assume terms is kill the dude. Vanquish the enemy leader. Yeah, okay. It's not telling me what the weather is, so I have to actually be in the game, or in the match. Alright. Are you sure you want to use this battle party? Yes. Yes. Hi, Sylvanas. What are you doing?
Don't forget to save
Where have I
Presence.
seen such an undead
Oh, I guess they gave him a new name.
necromancer uses men's souls for sport. Sleeps.
Wait, so I have to save this dude?
I mean, if you want him to join your team.
Impossible. Perhaps the corpses. I've forgotten much in the quarter century that's passed. Wait for me, Leonard.
Well, apparently he's not good at his job. I don't know if I want him.
If he dies, there is a backup character who joins you instead, who I've never gotten, because we always save Presence.
Who is now called Abuna?
Abuna is a title.
Or Abuna? Oh, whatever.
So it's like Bishop.
And no comment.
But no.
They descend the sepulchral stairs toward
like he originally looked much more like Donald Pleasance from The Exorcist, and his class was The Exorcist.
When they wake.
Oh, we don't have persuasion yet, do we?
Give them.
Because I used to always get a skeleton or a ghost here, but we can't anymore. If you fail, you can go back and buy yourself some exorcism tomes.
Nah, we don't need exorcism tomes. We got this. Oh, look at that. A card already on the field. Good to know. A meditating ghost. Cool. Ice blast. Padunk. Alright, my dude. Run away. Yeah. No, start running away. Yep, good job. Good job. No, why didn't you do anything? What is this? Auto skill card? Sure, why not? Doesn't tell me what it does, but I'll take it. Skill trigger.
I assume it increases the rate of your auto skills.
No, everything's out of range. Okay, so that actually answers my question from earlier. If auto skills were auto, or if they were, like, if they procced every time, or if it was a percentage-based proc. Are there AoE spells in this, or no?
There are. They take a while before you get them. And originally, way back when, your spell just upgraded if you, as your intelligence or mind went up.
So many cards. Oh my god.
I know. I feel like they're very aggressively trying to explain to me how important they're going to be.
Yeah. Like, I got at least 5 that have dropped so far, I think.
Come to us, Presence. Excellent. He is the easiest person to save in the game. They only get stupider from here.
Hey! I pushed a whatchamacallit, a skeleton back with a rock.
Good for you.
It'd be funny if I did it again. Just saying. Hey, look, an MP card. No! Stop hurting them! Stop it! Uh-huh, yep, do your meditation. Now run the frick away! No, what are you doing? No. Okay, that's acceptable. Now run away! Look at that! There's so many cards! Matt, do you see this?
No, I see. It's a little aggressive there, game.
Like, God. Oh, are you too far away? Everything's too far away. Another one.
Good job, Vice. Pick up the MP Restore card. It's exactly what you needed.
Spirit Surge against the skeleton. Good, good. I don't know. I'm not liking the way that this battle is set up. Another Ice Blast. Kadunk. Okay.
Oh my god! And Canopus' spells actually do respectable damage. I mean, he still does way more with his short bow, but I'm tempted now to give him a two-handed weapon and just do spells at range.
MP Restore. Alright. Hey, can I heal skeletons and deal them damage?
I don't know.
The answer is yes. Question is, do I want to do 45 damage or 60 damage?
I don't know, but it gives something for my knight to do at a range.
Yeah, now that I know this, this will make my life a little bit... Oh no! Oh no! He's using the items I gave him!
If only someone had warned you.
I mean, I knew it was going to happen. Wait, did I not land on the card? Oh, I didn't, because I thought... Oh, I thought the card was up here.
Who needs Spirit Surge when you have heal? Good job, Denam, and murdering that ghost.
Dunk. Ouch. Counter! Oh, that wasn't a good counter. Alright, who are you? Oh, Denam. Alright. Yeah, I guess that's the question. Like, do I deal more damage healing it, or do I deal more damage punching it?
You should do more damage with your physical weapon.
Remember, my healing stats were... Yeah. Ooh, I pushed him out of the way. Did I just push him into a card? Fucking hell.
You're the best.
Yeah. There's like this whole fight going on over here on that side of the map, and, you know, my guys are just slowly kind of abandoning the entire, like, right-hand side or left-hand side of the map.
Yeah, Vice and Katua always used to just go straight down the middle, and so...
Uh-oh. Ghost got magic attack up. That's probably not good. Word of pain. Ouch! Have your heal. Bonus objective complete. I forgot I had to do that already. Go, Ming. Oh, that's a red card. That's hilarious. Okay. Pay attention to the line. What are my other options here? I'm just look, even though yeah, 71. 81. Yep. You're just going to get a dead shot to the face. Twink. Oh, I found a piece of thread.
Good for you. Let's just exorcise that ghost. There you go, Cleric Denam. You've done the most useful thing you're gonna do all game.
And... What? Oh god, he just ran into a corner and is hiding now. Okay. I was not expecting that. I expected him to actually be part of this fight. Apparently, he decided not to. Ow! Stop hitting my wizards. Hey, come back! Why are you running away?
Speaking of which, my wizard just stunned 2 people.
Alright, we killed a skeleton, and it has a timer on it. I thought that you said you didn't have timers on. Oh!
Got it! Good!
They're going to come back, aren't they?
Potentially.
Okay. Can I keep stabbing it in the face?
Or you can use exorcism on it.
I don't have exorcism.
Presence and Kachua. Well, actually, I don't remember if Kachua starts with it or not.
I did not see it on her, so... Alright, so this just gave me a whole new, Okay. What are you?
Darn it! The skeleton lived with 9 hit points.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh well, too late now. What's that? Wrong order? Totally the wrong order. Yeah, I might be redoing this fight. I don't think I have any cards on me. Is there a way to... Yeah, I don't have any cards on me, so I could technically just take this and be fine.
Is Vice gonna punch a ghost in the face? He is! Oh, and he knocked it into a red card. Vice is so much smarter now.
Oh, good, you moved forward. Thank you for making my life somewhat easier.
And there's Vice just knocking arrows out of the air. And Denam, exorcise another skeleton.
Oh, wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it. God damn. Oh, profanity.
What went wrong?
Just say I'm in a spot where I can't actually do anything.
Oh, since no one was hurt, Kachua decided to just heal the ghost to death.
Ice blast. Dunk. Wow. Please take care of that problem. Thank you. I'm curious if this is going to work. Though this is at a risk of putting this person at a bad spot. Ouch. Oh, that's an attack up card. That could be bad. Ow. Yeah, I was actually afraid it was going to happen is exactly what's happening. Alright. Can you stock up multiple attack up cards?
That's a great question.
Well, we are about to find out. The answer is yes.
Where is Master Nybeth? What is keeping him?
Weather turns.
Oh, that's interesting. So that must be random.
I'm trying to remember how I looked at the weather before. Okay, so it says weather rainy elemental is dark.
Oh, well, that's not an element you want.
Oop. Ouch. Actually, I don't even think he did any damage. Uh-oh.
There's another intelligence card. Is Denam gonna get there fast enough to be able to take it?
Oh, I ended her turn facing a wall. Go me. Oh, there's a skeleton that's about to come back up because Exorcism dude's trapped in a corner and isn't coming to help in the fight. Okay, get the meditate going.
Or Vice will steal the
Hey, she does have
intelligence
exorcism.
card. Why, Vice? You're never going to cast a spell in your life.
Ow. Uh-oh. Mighty impact and a punch to the back of the head. Did she survive with 1 HP?
Kinda looks that way.
I am very upset right now. So physical cards, that does not affect ranged weapons, does it?
I don't know. Does it increase your attack value or does it increase just your strength?
It says plus physical, so I don't know.
I assume then your physical weapons of all sorts. Oh, geez, that wizard hurts.
Wizards usually tend to hurt. Wait a minute. Hold up. No. Does she have 1 HP? She has 3 HP. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping she was at 1 HP. I was gonna finish her off with a rock. Life Force. Uh-oh. Ow! Oh! Ouch!
Yeah, see, I told you, it hurt!
Okay. Well, hopefully with all these cards that he has going on, I'm hoping he just like deals a massive amount of damage to her face and then we call it a day. Or he's just gonna eat a whole bunch of spells. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, and now he gets to eat an arrow. He lives! He's going to at least get one more shot off.
Man! Mighty Impact turns two-handed swords into, like, murder. That was nearly 300 damage. Alright, let's see if Tremendous Shot is as great as Mighty Impact. So an increase from 80 damage all the way up to 158. So yeah, it's about doubling. Sorry, Moldova, you're dead
Even in
now.
death would I have served.
I think I just cured the wrong person. Oh well.
And that's a bunch of people getting to level cap.
Okay, meditate. Can you run forward and heal our Birdman? No. Okay. Oh no! Why? Why? No.
My thanks to you, Denam. You saved my life. And my apologies to you, Abuna. Such is our reward for strike. Already I've lost too many of the Duke's men.
I'm thankful that you, at least,
as he is surely displeased by the
Yes, Nybeth. He lies hidden in a rotting fog. Odd. With his men left at Almora, or could he be
I want his head.
Ah, now!
You mean to take the fastness with these numbers? Should we not?
Were it only myself and the remnants of my men, I would find retreat.
I have not. Yet be mindful of the Gargasta.
As I see it, we would not have the luxury of choice were it not.
Yes, of course.
Voltaire, Sarah.
Then it's settled.
Ouch!
Welcome to the team, Donaldo.
Wait, hold on. Can I? I can! Okay. No! Leave him alone. Okay, good. Oh no. Down to 1 HP. Oh, does she die from arrow? Oh, she doesn't! Does she get a heal? She doesn't get a heal. But she does get to do stuff. Okay.
Run as far away. Oh. There's not much far away you can run.
No, there is not. Okay, I was like, I can't tell who this is actually going to hit, but I will accept hitting anybody. So we'll do that, and then we'll run away. I forgot to look at the turn order to see who comes up next. Not someone who's going to be helpful. Still running away. You know, I could have just healed her with an item now that I think about it. That worked! Ooh, he gets to double up on his oh, because he has the card. Okay. Who comes up next? Healers. Okay. So I guess my question is there a spot where I can sit and be able to cast a spell? I'm pretty sure this should work. It does not. Okay, and then everyone else is behind walls. I think? Yeah, okay. I can't hit you, right? No. Alright, so let's undo that move. Let's see if this works. That does not work either. Does this spell work? No. Alright, and Poison Cloud? Hey, Poison Cloud's an AoE spell. Do I risk contaminating one of my own guys just for a chance of poisoning somebody? We know the
answer. Is it someone you care about?
It's the Van what the dude, the punchy dude. But no, I already.
Nice, yeah. Reduce hit point damage taken by 60%. Here you go, Winifred. You're a tank now.
Well, this is a little bit interesting. So apparently I can't move forward once. Oh, because there's a ghost in front of me. Okay. Are you healing her? You are. Okay. Okay, so the idea here is I'm putting as many targets in front of Big Bad Person to try to keep her from hitting someone who I don't actually want her hitting. Did he heal? Oh, he did! Ah, he's just gonna fly up there and just punch the, or shoot the Big Bad in the face. It's gonna be great. Do I not have really anywhere to get? Oh, I can, right there. Alright, perfect. Coming around. We're gonna short sword you in the face. There we are. I'm just gonna stare at you. Oh no, the ghost just came up. Okay, who are you attacking? Leave her alone. I find it interesting that they really just beeline for, like, weak characters. Alright, we're gonna poison cloud it up and see if it works. Poisoned! Poisoned! Hey, it worked! Wait, can he hit her from here? Because that would be kind of funny. He cannot. Alright, we're gonna move forward. Okay, so he has 3 physical attack cards on. A 98% chance to deal 270 damage. There's a 2% chance of failure here, but this will end the fight. And
I have faith in Canopus.
Dead.
Oh, I forgot about Sarah and Voltaire.
We won! Hey, I got a broadsword. So glad I didn't spend money on it. Cool. Got a light charm and an extra 200 experience. Let's watch the levels go.
Now I don't know if I want to keep Clarimond as an archer.
So many level caps. I'm assuming after this it's probably going to increase the level cap.
Yeah, it does.
What is that?
It's like resist status effects and recruitment. So useful, but...
Abuna. By joining my cause.
Like, I normally would leave Sarah as an archer, but I don't feel like I need this many archers. Now, let's see if there's anything new to buy in Kysaro.
Do I get to make a decision here?
Yes. If you want to keep going forward, literally go forward, or literally go backwards.
So am I just slowly replacing my entire group with named people?
So, you have three kinds of people who'll join you. You have people like Vice and Kachua, who are uniques, who are totally, like, they've got their own sprite and everything.
But I have Donalto,
right.
who I want to name Donatello.
He is what we call a semi-unique. See how he's got his own face compared to your regular male clerics?
Right, but he doesn't have his own class.
Right.
Okay.
And then Sarah and Voltaire are just their only benefit is that they have been getting all of their levels in whatever class they live in. They might have slightly higher stats as well, but you'll not notice too big of a difference between them and someone you raise yourself.
I mean, Voltaire looks like someone who I'm just going to strip his stuff from.
It's fair. I did give his shield to Winifred.
Items automatically restocked. I have... How do I get money back?
Go into the shop and you should be getting junk stuff that it'll automatically sell.
Okay.
And then you can sell other stuff if you want.
Okay. Because I only have 13,000. That seems really low.
No, because you spent all of your money to re-equip people, right?
For the most part. Alright, how long are you on for?
Oh, there's a familiar face.
Because I know that the next fight is a pain and can take a long time. I think this might be a good place to call a pause.
Okay, so that would be actually. So I was going to say Thursday, but then I remembered I work until 8:30 on Thursday. So best case scenario, I'd be on about 9:30. So, all right. Well, I'll continue this either this coming Thursday or next Tuesday, which has now become Tactics Day, Tactics Tuesday and Tactics Thursday. For all who are here, thank you for joining. Is giving me that little itch that I needed for. Wait a minute. Sorry, I just realized something. My previous place where I was at is now red. So does that mean that I have the option to move forward and do this fight, or go back, and now there's a fight here?
Right. Remember, Leonard literally said he wants you to go forward and fight Nibith, and then Donalto was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe we should go back and make sure no one's attacking our home.
So they are attacking our home. All right.
Maybe
so
you have to choose.
Yeah, I think I know what decision I'm going to make.
Fight necromancers every day, all the time?
Oh yeah, definitely. No, I don't know. We'll have to find out next time. So you all have a good night. Thank you for joining us.
Good night.